Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Today is Tuesday, July 30th, and we are currently in week 4. I know it's the 5th week of July, but summer vacation and all, we are currently in week 4 of Things Happen in Threes in our July journal. And if you didn't see the update in on the YouTube channel, if you watch on YouTube, remember subscribe and notifications on there so you get everything up there, and share. The August journal has finally been uploaded to Amazon and is available for print there, so you can go ahead to Amazon. The link is going to be in the description box today. And August will be ready to go for next week when we start our August journal. But for now, we are in week 4 of our July journal. So just a tidbit, because we do things in threes. Yesterday I talked about how I was dividing my 3 this week up, and I was including 3 friends of mine who just happened to all be starting new jobs yesterday. And yesterday was their first day at their new place of employment, and all of them happened to be doing orientation yesterday. Well, again, because we want to make sure we're reaching out to them. We want to make sure they know that someone is thinking about them this week. I sent each one of them a text, "How was your first day?" Well, one of the 3 reached back to me last night and asked if I had a minute to chat on the phone. Well, of course I did. And she just was crying so hard because she couldn't believe that she had been unemployed for so long and so many no's, that when she was in orientation yesterday, she felt the peace of God overflowing her so much. And it was confirmation that I know it took a long time, my love, but I needed you to wait for this job for such a time as this. And she had such peace, even though she was overwhelmed with new information and overwhelmed with new tasks and overwhelmed with new procedures. She had a mighty feel of peace because she knew that this was the job that God had her placed with. So I just want to encourage you that you, like me, if you are putting 3 people's names down here and you are reaching out to them, so that we are focusing on somebody else and not on ourselves during the week, that you never know how God is going to answer that prayer. So I encourage you, make sure that when you write 3 people down and what you're praying for them, if you hear from them and they are sharing good news, bad news, no news, whatever it is, make notes over here too, so that you can keep track of how God may be or may not respond to that prayer. So again, as we're focusing in on the way God uses 3 and shows us in examples of different things in 3 that happen in the Bible, I always find it ironic that when you're walking through something in the Bible and you're just looking for help or guidance or direction, God just shows you. And again, I know it's because, it's like when you buy a orange car, it's suddenly all you see are orange cars out there. God does that with the Bible with you. That when I was looking and just trying to research more 3's this morning and just see if I could find something a little bit different, God shows me that He loves me. He loves me in the morning when I'm up at 5 a.m. He loves me in the noontime when I'm trying to figure out how to achieve a task. He loves me at night when I'm looking at the day and I don't have as many things checked off at my list. He loves me morning, He loves me in the daytime, and He loves me at nighttime. And His love is never ending, and His love never fails. But to know that He loves me throughout the day is important. And I feel like somebody out there needs to know that He loves you 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. So I hope that blesses you. But again, as we're going through Things Happen in Threes and we're working on our 3 things, don't forget, 3 people, whether you're doing it like me and 3 of the same people for the whole week, or whether you're choosing 3 of the same people for the whole month or 3 people every day. Make sure that you reach out to them by texting them, calling them, blessing them in some way, making sure that you are letting them know that they're not alone. Now, the second way we do 3's, things happen in 3's, is we have a Bible verse that we, in order to bring it closer to our heart, we say it, we write it, and then we apply it. So today's Bible verse is Proverbs 29:25. One day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. The Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" And Satan answered the Lord, "From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it." So, one of the ways we remember a verse is by writing it. So you can either copy the verse word for word here, or you can paraphrase it here, whichever is easier for you to remember the Lord's word. And then down here, what does this verse mean to you? Someday it's going to hit the right chord and it's going to just, oh my gosh, that I've never heard it that way before, and this is how it applies to me today. Or, oh, I know what that verse means. Write it here today. We remember it when we write about it. And of course, the third thing that we do is on the next page, we have a note section. Now, one of the ways I'm encouraging people is to write a pen pal letter to the Lord. Share something with the Lord that's going on in your life, either yesterday, during the day, or even today that you want to just share with them about something you know that's going to happen today, or just share your love with the Lord. However, pretend you're in elementary school, writing a pen pal letter to a friend. However you need to do it. Just write a letter to the Lord today. All right, guys, that takes care of Tuesday, July 30th. I hope you all have a great day. And don't forget, bless somebody today. In Jesus' name. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.